Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Mana is a very interesting character. I honestly wasn't expecting her to be good at all, but she surprises me. Actually surprises me and she shocks me. If you read her skill kit, you probably would have figured out what she can actually do. She's properly, for a lot of veteran players out there, she is going to be your Alice replacement, actually. And we all know how strong Alice is. For someone to replace Alice, that is going to be like a crazy compliment for a character, right? So with that being said, I'm just gonna jump into it. Gonna show you guys some pulls. I'm gonna talk about why she's strong and show you guys the damage comparisons. So let's go. Okay, wish me luck. I just need one copy. That's all. One copy. Uh-oh. Okay, am I gonna get shafted? Is Mana going to be the hardest character to get? Also, what is she using? Windows Messenger? Okay, come on. Can I just one-tap Mana and get away with it? Why do we gotta like delay this? Do not delay this, alright? Come on. Okay, come on. Just give it to me now. Just let it over, alright? Just get it over with. Just be Mana. Alright? I think that's it, right? Yes! Okay, I'll take it.
I'm going to be busier for the
okay, I'll take
being.
it. So if you guys haven't seen Mana's skills, she might actually have a lot of crucial potential if you are someone like me who loves to beat up Kraken. You love beating up Kraken? I love beating up Kraken too. And she is going to be strong right there, I think. So before we test her out, so at the start of the battle, she increased her attack by 58%. Alright, activates once per battle. Now, this skill is a bit confusing, right? You can see Metal Gamma. The Y thing is a Gamma symbol, alright? Activates when in Metal Gamma status after landing 10 normal attacks. She recovers 2% of caster's final max HP, and this is going to affect all allies, as long as she has this particular Metal Gamma skill. And this apparently lasts the entire battle. Alright, however, if somebody dies, then she's going to sacrifice the Metal Gamma buff and she will revive that character, resurrect with 96% of HP. Alright? However, if there's nobody dies in a raid scenario, she will constantly recovers 2% of caster's final max HP every time she lands 10 normal attacks, and she's an assault rifle, which is quite insane. She's like a healer burst tree. And she also buffed herself 58% attack. Alright? So skill 2, her burst gauge filling speed increased by 70% continuously. Alright? She has that going on for her. And when in full burst, she can also increase her attack damage by 21%. She increased her attack by 63%. Keep in mind, she already got 58% there. Here 63%. So she get like 120% increase in attack. Alright? So when she enters full burst, she's going to affect one ally unit with the longest basic charge time. She's going to reduce the charge time by 0.18 seconds for 10 seconds. Which is why a lot of people speculated that she will replace Alice to substitute Alice. Alice is no longer Alice useful. Alice is more like mid-list now. She will be the pair with Scarlet Black Shadow. Now for context, if you guys are not aware, what makes Alice really strong is going to be this particular skill, right? So she also has an ability to affect 2 ally units with the highest attack, a charge speed increase by 11.67% of caster's charge speed, 10 seconds. So this is going to be what affects Alice to help Scarlet Black Shadow charge faster, right? But keep in mind, Alice has a little bit of an investment situation, right? Because you need her to have high charge speed for this particular buff to be relevant. So you need the overload gears, you need to roll in the charge speed herself, and Mana doesn't have that issue because Mana is just straight up 0.18 seconds flat, alright? So you might argue that, okay, why would I use the argument of using Alice with Scarlet Black Shadow is charge time. Alice can buff Scarlet Black Shadow for charge time, but she can also do that, and hers is flat 0.18 seconds, which might be better. You don't even need to build her. Alice, you need to build her with charge speed, charge damage, you gotta overload gear this. New players are gonna suffer because of that. But if you're a new player, Mana might be way better, right? And also one more thing that you might argue that, okay, but Alice can spam shots. Alice can spam shots and build burst gauge faster. But Mana has burst gauge filling speed increased by 70%. So whatever the Alice can provide, Mana can also do. So I feel like she pretty much substitutes Alice in a lot of situations, right? You can see all of this. And then her burst skill, sustain damage increased by 52%. affects one enemy unit to the nearest to the crosshair, deals 396% of final attack and sustain damage every 1 second for 10 seconds. Now, the word every 1 second for 10 seconds is very important. So that means she does 396% every 1 second. So for 10 seconds, that will be 3,960%, which is quite high of a multiplier actually. So she might actually destroy at least the mid list. Okay? And we'll find out. We'll find out if she's the Alice destroyer right now. Okay, look at Scarlet Black Shadow. Okay, that's how fast it feels.
I shall go again.
That's quite fast.
It seems this attire.
Oh, it is very fast. This is faster than Alice, right?
Shall go again.
Alright, comparing here in the software, it does feel like they are about the same, but it's really hard to just... I would say it's about equal right here. My Alice do have about... I do have 4 lines of overload speed. SBS with mana 677. SBS with Alice 633. Okay, little about the same. Her damage not affected. Grave about same, alright. Wait, does mana buff anyone else? No, right? So this one is just like the plus minus 5% margin of error. But this one is way more of that. Mana herself is 280. Alice 227. Now I should probably be manualing Alice, right? This is Alice on auto, keep in mind. Now if I manual Alice, definitely gonna get way higher. I feel like the damage, if you fully build an Alice core 7, maybe versus mana core 7, Alice will this team will come out ahead. But this team on the left, mana can heal. She's also a healer for the team. Whereas the team on the right will not work if the boss have too much like AoE stuff. Auto Alice is trash, she is. But it doesn't matter, here's the thing, it doesn't matter though, right? Auto Alice is trash, sure, but what we're focusing on is SBS here. It doesn't matter what Alice does, auto, manual, it doesn't matter. We are focusing on SBS here. So is Alice better or mana is better for SBS? Mana is better, it seems. Right? Mana is better. So she's actually really strong. Right? If you're pairing her with SBS against Kraken, you're trying to build the best Kraken team. Maybe if you miss out on what's her name again? Swimsuit Sakura? Because Swimsuit Sakura is also another win DPS, but she's limited, right? If you miss out on her, now you have an option. Now you got SBS and mana. Mana can also heal. Yeah, the heal is incredible value, man. The heal is incredible value, right? As an auto enjoyer, I will be replacing. If you are auto enjoyer. Now, if your Alice is core 7, sure. You know, maybe mana 1 copy might not be able to beat that. But I don't know, I feel like this is like a slow build towards that, right? So I tested more, as you can see, more results here with a crown team. So this time Scarlet Black Shadow and mana, and this time I manual Alice. However, I am fighting a boss that's weak against wind element. So it's an iron boss. So you can see right here, Alice with manual 206 million right here versus mana which is 400 million. Black Shadow with mana does way more consistently, right? 1 billion and 20 here compared to 972 million here. Now across the board, I tested even more, you know, who is going to be the best pair with mana, right? In terms of Crown, Crown is the best. Second is going to be Grave in terms of burst 2 support, alright? So Grave is the second best one if you're trying to like look at mana as a damage as an overall. The third one is going to be Swimsuit Rosanna. If you have her, she's going to be pretty decent. And the fourth one is going to be Blanc right here. Alright, these are the best burst 2 to pair with mana. Alright, Crown number 1, Grave number 2, Swimsuit Rosanna number 3, Blanc number 4. Right? So those are going to be the burst 2 options that you have with mana. So you ideally want to use her in a Scarlet Black Shadow team. So that is going to make a lot of sense. Alright, Naga consistently stays there. Naga and Crown is going to be a very good one. Now you can probably take out Naga, you know, but if you use Crown and Naga is still going to give you a lot of damage. But with mana, you can get away with using Crown without Naga. Alright, so Naga is still essential if you're trying to tackle a Kraken. Now, if you're trying to tackle Kraken specifically, as you can see, this is going to be the Kraken team. Alright, so the new Kraken team, the best one, Okay, so it's going to be burst 1 Rapid Red Hood or later depending on who you have. Burst 2 is going to be Crown, and then Scarlet Black Shadow, Mana for burst 3, and then Naga for core damage alongside with Crown. This is going to be the best team for Kraken. I've tested this throughout the run. As you can see, if I decide to use Scarlet Black Shadow, Sakura, Summer, and Mana, I actually get less. So if you use all 3 DPS, Naga is still essential due to how the Kraken has the tentacles, and you are doing a lot of damage right there as well. So you can see Scarlet Black Shadow's damage falls off significantly. Alright, when I use Shinsu Sakura, again, you are going to do more damage with Shinsu Sakura, but with Mana, you definitely boost her damage more. So it does offset that a little bit, right? So my Mana is not fully built. She's 777. I feel like if I 10 her, she will definitely be very, very good. So she is going to be an option. Alright, this is going to be one of the best Kraken team right now if you're looking to tackle that boss. And I feel like, yeah, Mana is a solid character. She probably earns a spot, in my humble opinion, in most solo raids. Now that I have her, probably I will be pairing her with SPS instead of Alice. Now if you have Alice, you can still use her. I don't think Alice is going to immediately be gone or replaced entirely. Because Alice, you got the manual, right? That's going to be her biggest issue. Her requirements to manual and also her investment in gears, very expensive. And with Mana, a lot of things just comes easier. Her being an assault rifle and you have to spam shots like sniper rifle and stuff. It's just like an insane value, right? So I think you should try to get one copy for every single player out there. That's my recommendation. If you cannot get her right now, then you should hopefully try to get her when she's added to the standard banner. Alright, so with that being said, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think overall. As always, I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Subscribe, give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.